Very heart-wrenching story where images of a farmer ploughing his field himself has brought attention to the shattering reality of poverty and agrarian distress in parts of Maharashtra's Marathwada districts and areas, where several farmer suicides have been reported in the past. That heartbreaking video that you're seeing right now is of a 65-year-old man, Ambadas Pawar, tying himself to the plough and ploughing his field himself. That's a very difficult, arduous task. Normally, and this is the reason why it is done not by humans but by farm animals. But that act itself tells you what is the state of agrarian distress in that region. And Saurabh joins us to talk more about what's happening there in terms of modernizing of farming and promises of loan waivers year after year for farmers like Ambadas Pawar. But what really is the ground reality and how far is it from these promises?
This is something that is the reality on the ground, and there is extreme poverty. There are a lot of studies that show farmers are often in depression. There are lots of issues. There's crop failure, there's erratic weather, but this one image is perhaps putting all of that together and showing how distressing it can be for a farmer in one of those regions, whether it's Vidarbha or whether it's Marathwada, because the farmer has to plow his field. This is a 65-year-old man who cannot afford bullocks or who cannot afford a tractor. And therefore, he has to take on that responsibility of pulling that plow himself and plowing his field, reducing himself to labor that no human being should have to undertake, something that can be mechanized. But the costs of mechanizing, the costs of even affording bullocks is something that this farmer cannot afford. And that's why this image and this particular video is perhaps an indicator of the kind of distress that exists in those regions. The farmer suicide numbers in Maharashtra are a national shame, and this perhaps is an image that India cannot turn its attention away from. It may not be in our cities, but it's in our hinterlands, it's our annadatas, and obviously the struggle that farmers face even after, despite the government's efforts to modernize farming, is something that perhaps comes out through these images.